Gerwyn Price takes on James Hurrell. Well, if the previous games are anything to go by, this should be an absolute perler. We have seen some amazing darts on this opening night of play here in Milton Keynes for the Winmau World Masters. James Hurrell, he's on the up, there's no doubt about it. He was a BDO world #1. It was a few years ago. Then he kind of went missing for a while, joined the PDC, didn't initially make massive waves, but he is now. He had a great World Championships, reaching the last 16. Beat Stephen Bunting on the way and Dirk van Duijvenbode. And he takes on Gerwyn Price, the man who's been there, seen it, done it. Not quite in this event, though. Should be a fascinating game, Mark?
It really will be, and for James Hurrell, talk about ambitions changing over a 4-month spell. Back end of the year, he's fretting over his tour card, had a really solid Players' Championship finals. Wayne, you mentioned that run at the World Championship. He was in ridiculous form yesterday in the qualifiers, dropped just one set. There was an average of close to 112 in dispatching Joe Cullen. This is the best version we've seen of James Hurrell in the PDC, and if he continues where he left off yesterday, Gerwyn Price will find himself in a scrap here.
Yeah, he's always had a massive amount of ability. He was extremely unwell a few years ago, and that stopped him in his tracks. It stopped him making inroads into professional darts, but he's there now, and he really should be feared. We've already seen in this event so far this evening that every leg is a big leg. Best of 3 legs per set. Absolutely brutal.
And the games have gone by in the blink of an eye. First will be very routine, but from there we've seen some real battles. Gerwyn Price will not want to be involved in a battle here, but James Hurrell won't shy away. A couple of those victories at the World Championship, the one over Bunting, the one over Dirk van Duijvenbode, went to the side in sets. He can hold it together in the big moments, James.
He's going to need to hold it together against Gerwyn Price.
136.
He's a qualifier, of course. James Hurrell. Zonneveld qualifier out. Madders Razma qualifier out. McGurk out. Nyman out. All qualifiers.
140.
I'm not saying he's going to lose, Mark. I'm just saying.
You're not painting a great picture for him, are you?
No, I'm not.
It was a quick turnaround from those qualifiers yesterday. Zonneveld pushed Gary Anderson all the way. Shane McGurk was just beaten by a classy operator. Nathan Aspel put in a real performance tonight.
Hunting down that 60, just couldn't do it.
94.
Price will come back.
Requires 65.
65 he left off the 170 for an early break of throw. And like I said, every leg is crucial.
Games on the first leg, Gerwyn Price.
Even this early in the game, a little reaction from Gerwyn Price, a break of throw. And how important is that first dart? We say when you go for the 25, you can hit absolutely anything on the board. You get that 25, it freed up a couple of darts, and he needed them. Used the guide really well, Price.
59.
Yeah, you get broken in the opening leg. Then your opponent's throwing for the set and then throws first in the next set. It's just... It's horrific. It can turn so quick.
You can take command with one break, can't you?
Yes, you really can.
100.
You mentioned James Hurrell had work to do to secure his tour card. Now that's done, he's aiming to the top 40 in the world. Not free ranking prize money, but this wasn't ranked a couple of years ago, so players aren't defending, so it's a chance for you to move up the rankings. It could be important for James.
Yeah, bearing in mind, Mark, 2 days ago he wasn't even in it, so it will feel like this is such a bonus. Can he follow the max with the max?
You mentioned at the top of the show when you're chatting with Chris and Pete, if you've had a good world, do you want to carry on? If you've had a bad world, do you want to get back to form? And that's what's key for James Hurrell here. Yeah. Just continue that run of form.
180 to leave a ton. Is he going to pop the ton? Popped!
James on the second leg, James Hurrell.
That's very good.
Third leg,
Yeah, the
James
same
to
can
throw
be said
first.
on the other side of the corner,
Game.
Mark, to Gezi. He went out of the Worlds without a whimper. Let's be honest, to Wesley Plays here, and he'll want to put that right.
Yeah, he was out before Christmas, Gerwyn Price. That would have been a familiar feeling for him. He did play okay in the World Series events last week. A couple of semi-finals.
Yeah, some good stuff thrown. But the ranking events are where it's at.
450.
From here, they move on to what isn't a ranking event, is the Premier League. Gezi will be part of that. So he wants to put it right before that as well.
434.
Johnny Clayton awaits the winner, and he was really impressive because that was a tough draw for Johnny.
Ooh,
Dent will wrestle Nyman pretty routinely.
170.
Big visit from Gerwyn Price.
Yeah, it could be the Welsh #1 playing the Welsh #2 with a Welsh #29 in the commentary box.
I've gone down a couple of spots.
Oh, have you?
About 34 now.
How are you? I was giving you all the credit. He was a world #1, pal. World #1. What on earth? How good were you?
Crucially, Gerwyn Price is trying to keep this trend of breaks of throw in this opening set continuing to grab the opener. Needed that last one, you feel, James.
69.
He will go 45 for 24. Tops for the first set. Against the darts, by the way.
49.
Well, that wasn't a good effort, was it? He
107.
hated that.
Just one treble needed. And if this goes, it just indicates how important the treble in the previous visit was. Set dart for James Hurrell here. This is the opportunity.
Well, in the previous leg, Mark, he went 180 ton out. That would have been ton 107 out. But it's Gerwyn Price who wins the first set. Both had their chances, but it's the former world champ, the former world #1, who takes it.
The level of play has been superb from the players tonight, considering sometimes you can argue maybe some will be a little bit rusty coming into this event. Being a high standard, and this one's the similar level. Okay, granted, we're in the fourth leg of the match, but they've started well, the pair of them.
Yeah, but still, it has been amazing. The worst winning performance of the night was Chris Dobie, average 99.
140.
He was poor, Chris. Madars Razma was 7 darts into a 9.
180.
He can play some stuff, can't he, James? He really can. Starting to play his best stuff in his 40s.
140.
Wouldn't be the first person to do that. Peter Wright, for instance. Dennis Priestley.
You've got to be really patient as well. I mean, for James, it would have crept into his mind. His opportunities were passing him by.
You require 87.
Made his move at the World Championship with the inflated prize money as well. Timing.
Talking of timing, your opponent
James to throw first.
having a perler of a leg himself against the throw, and you go out in 12. He knows that hurt. He's hardly missing, and yet he's in trouble here.
135.
Four legs played. And, well, familiar. Happens quite often. The smile from Gerwyn Price tells you.
44.
He was odds on, right? He was odds on to do it during the game. That's what he does.
He's done it mid-9 darter.
Yeah.
In Belfast in the Premier League.
6.
Oh, they were unlucky. Brilliant grouping, 60 scored.
$29.
There we go. That hasn't been the highlight of the match. We're just showing you what happened.
100.
Good last start from Hurrell. He's got to stay straight, seal this leg, and then he has to make his move against the darts. Otherwise, he's going to go 2 sets down.
Yeah. And Gezi really is playing this leg like it is against the darts, and he needs to win the next. That's how it's transpired already.
You trade everything in for the visit of Tom 40 to start the next leg, don't
Yep.
you? That'll be the mentality of Gerwyn Price. He'll try and keep pace, but you can tell by the way the pace he threw them darts at. He knows his race is running this leg.
Hurrell's playing a worldie here, and he needs to be.
60.
He had 4 12 darters, a 13 and a 15 to get rid of Joe Cullen yesterday.
180.
Price asking a little question, this double 4.
Game shot the second leg, James.
That 180 really will feel like a waste. And like Mark said, he'd trade that for a 140 now. Huge leg. Said at the start, Mark, didn't we? There's no leg that's not important in this format.
We've often had this conversation where when you're thrown in deciding legs of set, please go in. You're willing that dart to just sort of be something, a guide or something to work with. He's found a 1 treble visit, but James replied, that's the dart Gerwyn Price wants.
Wonderful. It's all about timing. That's his third. And the pressure that puts on James now.
83.
1, 2, 3 wouldn't have been a disaster. 83, not good enough.
James Hurrell's averaging 106, and he could be about to go 2 sets to 0 down here.
It's not a must-win leg, as in he can lose it and still be in the tournament. It's not must-win, but it just feels like coming back from 2-0 against Gerwyn Price will be such a chore.
56.
And already, the next leg, he gets broken. He's on the mat, isn't he? And he's played superb here, and he's...
You're positive, aren't you?
Yeah, but that's how I felt. Maybe that was my problem.
6.
I'm very glass half empty when it comes to that. Well, I was towards the end of my career.
We think alike, pal.
Yes, on the second set. Gerwyn Price.
Like Kurt Bevins said, that is the second set.
First leg, James to throw first. Game.
Well, now this feels like a must-win leg, because if he gets broken here, he is in trouble. And he's not played bad at all.
59.
Just missed a few darts at a double that go the other side of the wire. It's a different scoreline, obviously. But Gerwyn Price has been phenomenal so far.
140.
I don't like using the phrase sort of a free hit or a free set, but Gerwyn Price will feel fairly relaxed up there.
Yes.
He'll be eager to get it done, but he knows there's no real jeopardy in this set.
And for the first time, Mark, it's... So what I was saying earlier about every leg is paramount. For the first time, really, this one isn't for Gezi, is it?
80.
4th max for Gerwyn Price, the average sneaking up towards 109.
The finishing's been great, the scoring's been there. He's had 6 darts off, which was in the penultimate leg. Leg before last. But apart from that, he's been brutal.
Needs the lot here, James.
Going you 192.
Feeling it up there, but why wouldn't you? Gerwyn Price has made his move in this 3rd set.
24. Just like it grew there. 2 sets up, leg up, averaging 107. What is not to like? My goodness. James has walked into it here.
135.
Gerwyn Price caps off victory here. We mentioned we'll play Johnny Clayton in the next round, which guarantees we've got a Welshman on Sunday, which can't be a bad thing.
Can never be a bad thing.
58.
Got it Hurrell with that third max. I think we're going to see plenty more of James Hurrell this year. This doesn't seem like a spell. I feel like he's found some extra gears in terms of performance level, and he's going to do this a lot throughout 2026.
Yeah, I agree, Mark. I feel like he can play like this a lot. I don't feel like he's overperforming here, as Price just smacks in another big one. He's having one of his nights, isn't he? Where it's kind of unplayable. That's the way it becomes.
James will keep going. But if Gerwyn Price does go on to win this, these defeats are easy to take for James Hurrell because he knows his level of play was there. He's beaten by the better player.
It happens, doesn't it?
161.
Comeback's got to start somewhere, right? Wow, he said.
84 left.
Well, now he's relying on Gerwyn Price to miss.
97. Gerwyn, you require 8.
It's not normally a good ploy.
Shot.
And there you hear the... That was a brilliant performance from Gerwyn Price. He made James Hurrell look average, and it wasn't average. He averaged 101. Gerwyn Price with an average of over 108 in the performance of the evening so far. That was Mostardo. He's through to the second round, where we'll play Johnny Clayton. But coming up next, we have Damon Heta, and he will take on Michael van Gerwen.